What is up, y'all? Welcome into day 8 of 30 days to a higher close rate, where I take a struggling online coach and increase his close rate in just 30 days. All right, day 8. As you guys can tell, I'm really, if you've been watching all the other previous 7 days, I am really big on eliminating concerns before they become objections, especially before we pitch the price. Because once we pitch the price, right now you're going to get objections. It's going to be a lot harder to overcome those objections. But before we pitch the price, if we could recognize the prospect's concerns and eliminate those concerns before they become objections, we're going to have a much easier time really having no objections at all. All right, so I created what I like to call the pre-pitch section. And we ask 4 specific questions to re-engage them emotionally, but also to eliminate concerns before they become objections, before we pitch the price. That's why it's called the pre-pitch, because right after this section, we're pitching the price. All right, so this is a short section, but very mission critical section if you want to close more deals. Highly recommend you watch the whole entire video. I'm gonna stop my jibber jabber and let's freaking get into it.
Okay, so this is the pre-pitch section. So on the script that I gave you, it's section 5. All right, so where this happens is you just finished the presentation, you're about to pitch them the price or the investment, right? So here I like to unshare and I like to go back to face because we were sharing the screen, it was logical. Right now it's almost been 20 minutes since you've had the discovery. So we kind of got away from the emotional. We're going to unshare, get back to face. It creates the environment for that emotional connection. All right. So these are like the final tie downs before we go ahead and pitch. All right. So awesome. So like I mentioned in the beginning, this entire call is to make sure we have mutual alignment. Based on our conversation, I feel 100% confident that you're going to make an excellent fit. Blah, 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 right? And then we can help you accomplish goal. But alignment goes both ways. Cool if I ask you a couple questions to make sure that you feel aligned. All right, they say yes, and then you're going to ask your questions. Okay, so you're going to ask, number 1, do they feel confident in the program? All right, number 2, do they feel confident they have the time for the program? And if they don't, once again, you could tie that down. Number 3, do they feel confident in themselves? Like 110%, like mindset's good, like you're confident you can accomplish this goal. And then lastly, we're going to reconnect with their why, right? So what we do there is we say, I already know the answer to this, but it's been a minute since we talked about it. Tell me again, what's the number 1 reason why you want to accomplish this goal? Get them to verbally say it one more time. Then we go into pitching the price. All right. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt this video, but I got something really cool for you guys. Have you ever wondered how much more money you could make if you increase your close rate? Well, I actually created a calculator that will give you that exact answer. Click the link below, literally 30 seconds, and you'll find out how much more money you can make if you increase your close rate. All right, back to the video.
As you can see, like my sales process is really heavy on like the tie downs, eliminating everything before the price gets involved. So like this is that just final touch point before we pitch the price.
All right, man. So now you kind of are caught up to speed, know what's going on. So like before we get into the investment, like I mentioned in the beginning of this, man, this is really all about alignment. Like that's what the whole point of this call is, just to make sure that we have mutual alignment. So based on our conversation at this point, I feel 100% confident that you'd make an excellent fit for muscle discipleship. And that we can help you accomplish this goal, losing 50 pounds in the next 6 months, fixing your mindset, getting you closer to Jesus. Amazing things. And I think we can definitely get you there. So, but like I said, alignment goes both ways. So I want to ask you some questions just to make sure we are a good fit for you. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds
awesome.
good.
Awesome, man. Great. So first thing you have to consider is, do you feel 100% confident that muscle discipleship can help you accomplish this goal?
I do.
Awesome, man. So would you follow that up just to tie it down, or just be like, just go through, just move on?
No, this is just checklist.
Perfect. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. This is not the discovery. This is just checklist.
Unless we've already done that.
Concern, right? Because like if I say no, that time is a little concerning, right? Then you're going to work on it.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right, man. Love to hear it. The second thing you have to consider is, do you have the time to fully dedicate to accomplish these goals? Like I said earlier, like the minimum effective dose to be successful in muscle discipleship is 5 hours a week. So can you give at least 5 hours a week for your goal?
Yeah, I do. I think so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it, man. Sounds like we're tracking. I like it. I like it. So, man, last alignment question is that you would have to consider is our program aside, take it out of the equation, right? Do you yourself, looking inward, feel 100% confident that you can accomplish this goal?
Yeah, I would say so.
Love it, man. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. Let's go, dude. So, man, before we get into everyone's favorite part, the investment, the fun part, I want to hear you say it again, man. What is the number one reason you want to accomplish this goal?
Honestly, man, just like, I just want to be a better example for people in my life. And, I know the time is now for that.
Yeah. Amen, dude. Let's make it happen.
Boom. Okay, cool. So yeah, just like that. Don't overthink it. Really simple. Now, if they do give you the like concern there, like for the time one, just quizzing you really quick, what would you say?
For the time when, I, mean, I would just go back to like, yeah, man. I mean, minimum effective dose would be about 5 hours. Is that something we can make happen?
Yeah, but let's say because you're already saying that, right? So let's say
Right.
they say, I'm a little concerned about that.
Yeah. So I would say, man, we've done all the homework for you. We've made all those decisions. Like we make this as time efficient and high ROI as possible. So like I said, man, I mean, the minimum effective dose here is about 5 hours a week. So is that something we could work together to make happen?
But what if they already say no to that? Because you
What if
already
they
told,
already say?
because
Yeah,
you're
because
telling
the other part would be like, is that something you'd be willing to look into with us to see where we could find that?
yeah, what's the key word you're missing though? You're on the right.
Um,
Starts with an R.
are you open to getting resourceful with us so that we can find those 5 hours?
Yep, that's
Okay.
exactly it.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Now, if they tell you the fear, what would you say? Like, no, I'm not sure if I 100% believe I can accomplish this. What would you say then?
Um, I would say, yeah, man. I mean, I totally get it. This is a big challenge for a lot of people, for sure. But that's why we're here, is just to make sure that this happens. We're alongside you the entire way. And again, man, I mean, are we going to let something like fear stop you from getting there?
Close. Yeah, you're on the right track.
Close.
The only
Dude.
thing would be re-bringing up my why, right? So I would say like, hey,
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
earlier in the call, why are we going to let something as silly as fear hold us
Yeah. 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 Yeah, man. So I totally get it, dude. I understand fear is concern. Earlier in the call, you said that this is super important to you so that you can be the husband and the father that you know you're called to be. I mean, dude, are we really going to let something as silly as fear get in the way of you accomplishing that goal?
Good, good,
Okay.
good, good. Okay, that's the pre-pitch section.